Good morning, everyone. This is Doll, and I'm here to check in with you. Happy Thursday morning. There's my webpage, tweakyourweek.org, where I share ideas about planning and budgeting and my fiber work and just tweaking your week to make it your very best. I'm here this morning with a specific goal to talk about a challenge that I'm involved with Sarah Bown. You can find Sarah Bown. Just do hashtag Sarah Bown in Twitter, Facebook. You'll find her. Amazing young girl. And I say young because I'm so much older than she is. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. So my name is Doll. My webpage is tweakyourweek.org. And hi. And I'm just outside of the city of Toronto, about northeast. So, and there's my praying hands to remind me to pray. My little lamb to remind me of the Good Shepherd that watches over all of us. Oops, he doesn't want to go there. And my stress ball to remind me, I've decided that's what it is. The stress ball is to remind me not to stress. And how do I not stress? I don't stress when I pray. So there you go. So for today, I wanted to share my goals. Let me see if I could just pull this up here. This is what I posted on Facebook. September to remember. So if you do a hashtag September to remember, you'll find Sarah Bown and the challenge. So there's my September health goals. I want to increase my water to 8 cups. I think right now I'm doing about 2 or 3 a day. Not so good. Walking every day. Don't you just love my feet? And log my food every day. It's really important for me to be able to log what I've eaten so that I know when I need to eat more, right? Anyway, so there is my picture, September to remember health goals. So how is everyone? I'm feeling pretty good. I've got lots to work at, so as soon as I'm finished here, I'm going to get to my computer and get some of those tasks. Flip the camera, but I realize it's not set right. I should have checked that before. Hi, Jack. There. So this is the real me. No makeup. Sorry about that, everybody. It's really quite chilly here this morning. Fahrenheit, maybe high 60s. I don't know. It's about 14 or 15 Celsius. You've had a stressful year. Oh, did you find ways to deal with that? I'd be really curious. And if you share your first name with me again so that I know who I'm sharing with. And there. Thanks to everyone who's joining. For those of you who've watched my Periscopes before, you know I'm an avid planner. Jackie. Hi, Jackie. I'm sorry to hear about your stressful year. So maybe it's time to shift that a little bit, change your thinking about that a little bit. Stress is a part of my life all the time. And I actually just wrote that in my journal today about dealing with my anxiety and my stress because it's affecting my health. So I have to work on that. So for me, setting my day in motion, getting everything planned is helpful. I'm going to share the picture again there of September to remember. This is a challenge I'm doing with Sarah Bown. Sarah Bown, B-O-W-N. Praying most definitely helps always. So as I set these goals in motion, I will pray for the strength and determination to follow through because I am really, really good. And depending on what it is, I'm really good with follow through, and other times not so much. So, but it is important for me to plan. When I plan things, when I write down what my day is going to be, then that takes a little of that stress off my shoulder. And I write everything down basically because it just gives you such a feeling of accomplishment when you finish one thing. The denomination, I am part of the United Church of Canada. I'm in the second half of my second year in student ministry. I have one more learning circle to go and all the papers that go with that and that'll be February. I'll be graduating after that. So excited to be working in a really small community church. Average Sunday worship is 35 people. So, and older. I'm the youngest one there. So thanks. I really appreciate that. So I thought too that I would show you my plan for the day. I generally do when we're chit-chatting, is share with you my plan. So I'm going to see if I can grab my phone without sticking my finger over it like I usually do. There's my washi tape. Isn't that fun? So there's today's plan. Now, I do use the ARC system, and I've talked about that a little bit. Most of the times it looks like this because I create them myself. That one I didn't decorate very much. But I found some pages on through Pinterest, actually, to print. So I'm going to try this one out for a while. It's got things down the side here. My exercise. So obviously this person exercise was a big deal. And there's today's goals. You can see what I have to do. There's my doodle for today. So I'm going to just go back to yesterday's for a second, where I was practicing that simple design. I was actually at Tim Hortons at the coffee shop when I did that. And then today I did that with it. So it's a lot of fun to do that. Oops, I see on my to-do list I have written down doodle. So now I can check that off. See, that's what I like to do. I have a book report due on Monday, so I'm going to work on that. I have some things to send to my program director, and I have the church bulletin to finish today. So there's the day today. This is part of that same listing that I got on Facebook. And that's what the blank pages look like. So with the ARC system, you can see you can just pull, whoops, there it is. You can just pull the pages out and set them back in. I did purchase the punch so I could do that. I punched the sides of my bookmark so that it's stationary when I close the book. So it's kind of a fun thing. I use this journal for just about everything. I'll just flip through the pages. You can see some artwork there. I have some other pages at the back where I'm just keeping notes. So that's my planner. It comes out like a journal, but it's really a planner. My journal is this one, very organized. I totally understand that. Oh my goodness. I have to sit still to do things like that. So you can see my face. If you're wondering, this is my Fitbit. Just tracking my motion. Oops. Ah, there, it worked. I never know. When I go on my walks outside, I use Map My Walk so that it accurately gets my distance and my steps in. So that's really important too. So the reason for the scope, one more time, was to talk about September to Remember, where it was a challenge. It is a challenge by Sarah Bown. And if you check out Sarah Bown on Facebook, just do a Google search. You'll find her on Twitter and Facebook and Periscope, and she's everywhere. And I'm just going to flip one more time. There we go. So there's the challenge, September to Remember, and these are my goals. So these are health goals for me. Increase my water, walk every day. Don't you love my feet? Isn't that hilarious? I'm not an artist, so I'm Googling all sorts of things. Yukon man. So I'm assuming you're from the Yukon. How amazing is that? I love the North, I have to tell you. And logging my food every day. And what I have decided to do, I log online usually, but it's not happening. So I'm using my Fitbook that I bought, I think 2 years ago and didn't use. So I thought, Fitbook, I follow them on Twitter. You can find them online. I bought mine at a Chapters. I thought maybe moved for Gabby. Gotta go have fun. God bless. Thank you so much. I'm glad you were here. I'm usually here in the morning, so if you have a chance and you see me, drop in and say hi. Yeah, so my Fitbook is where I'm headed. with all of that. And if you're interested in following me, please check out tweakyourweek.org. I'm Doll Crewman at Twitter. And if you there I am on when I'm online. You can, oh, thanks for the heart. That is so sweet. You can follow me, and that way you'll know that I'm there. If you really like this kind of content, you can tap the little guy and give me some hearts. Oops. There we go. Give me some hearts, and then I'll know whether this is a good topic for you or not. I know one of the topics that I've done that people have really enjoyed or have commented on was when we talked about family budgets and planning. Last week I tried a cleaning blitz where we cleaned for 10 minutes and then came back and I did a Periscope for 5 or less, depending on what we were doing, just to get other people involved in keeping me focused and on track, and actually got my house clean. Bonus, right? Excuse me. I get really gassy when I talk fast, so maybe I should slow down. Who knows? I hope you all have a super wonderful day. The sun's shining here, so once I've gotten an hour's worth of my work done, I'm going to head outside and get a little bit of fresh air and get my steps in for the day. But please do have a blessed day, and I'll see you again. I'll wave goodbye.